What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Dudes Who Bet Daily. We're back for a Friday. We're smiling even though we went 1-2 yesterday, but we're ready to rock and roll today. Magic, you got your jersey on. You're feeling good. You got the Red Wings sock cap on. I got the Blues hoodie on. We're in a good mood today after last night.
Listen, Dylan Larkin finally back for the Red Wings after being gone for a couple of weeks, and suddenly the Red Wings can play hockey again. It's like magic, no pun intended there. They absolutely destroyed the New York Islanders. Also, they had Vladdy Konstantinov back in the arena. He rang the bell to start the game for everybody, so crowd was pumping. But the important thing is the captain's back, and also got the Leamington Flyers jersey on. They start tonight, round 2, best of 5 series in the Ontario Junior Hockey League playoffs. The first time they've been up at this level. So this is like if you think divisions in NCAA, this is now Division 2 hockey where they're at, or 1A probably as far as the Canadian juniors go. And in their first year in this new league with a bunch of new players, they're already in the second round of the playoffs. So good luck to the Leamington Flyers. They won their league championship last year. Let's see if we can dominate just like the Red Wings and the Leamington Flyers.
I hope they lose because they never sent me a jersey. So lose tonight. Whoever you're playing, hope they win. All right, let's get to the basketball. We'll be watching that, but other people will be watching basketball. Let's start, Papa Dude. New Mexico minus 2.5 here against Clemson. I was surprised at this line. Total sitting at 151.5. So surprised I'm double checking it, and that's what it says on ESPN. Anyway, who do you like here, New Mexico and Clemson?
Well, I every time I go against Clemson, I lose, but I don't like them. I don't like the way they play. I don't like them in these situations. New Mexico got hot, went through that tough Mountain West and won it. I'm going with the Lobos tonight. I think they're the better team. I think they're going to beat Clemson. So give me New Mexico minus 2.5.
All right, New Mexico minus 2.5 here for Papa Dude. Magic, who you got?
Listen, I'll be honest. I like the total a lot better when it opened at 149. It's up to 152, 152.5 in some markets. I see 151.5, but that's the lowest I can see it right now. I still kind of lean with the over on this one just because the Lobos are averaging 90 points per game. And I know, it's tournament time. Clemson is going to be a bit of a tougher defense for them, but they also put up more than 78 points a game. So you're looking at, between the two of them, you're averaging 168 points per game. That's why you see the over just keep climbing and climbing. I wouldn't go above, probably 152 is the absolute ceiling, but you can get it at that right now. So I will take the over on this at 151.5.
You're going over. I'm going Clemson. I think Clemson wins. I mean, I'm shocked that they're plus 2.5 right now. Give me the Clemson Tigers here. I don't think they should be underdogs in this game. So, and listen, ACC, I think they're going to show up, be a little bit better than what people think. We got North Carolina State home yesterday. It was a good win. Let's see if we can get Clemson here. I'm going to go with the Clemson Tigers. All right. Florida, Colorado, that's what's next here. Florida minus 1.5, and this one total sits at 158.5. Papa Dude, who you got in this one?
This is another tough one. Well, you're picking some good ones, I'll tell you.
Yep.
Well, Colorado's hot. Florida played well, too. I think Florida's a little bit better. I think the SEC is better than the Pac-12, although Washington State killed me last night. I don't know if you guys watched the last of that.
Yep.
Drake make free throws.
Yep.
Got to make free throws. You get that lead, and you got to make free throws. Couldn't do it. Got to give Washington State credit. They whipped them in the last 3 minutes. Maybe the Pac-12 is a little bit better today or better. I like Florida a lot, so I'm going to go with the Gators minus 1.5.
All right, Gators minus 1.5 for Papa Dude. What do you got, Magic?
I got a prop for you. Zion Pullen for Florida over 14.5 points right now. To me, this seems like a huge mistake for the line because in 7 of his last 8 games, he scored at least 15 points. This kid is really solid. The only time he didn't go over 15 is when he only played 28 minutes. So as long as he's getting at least 30 minutes for Florida, this kid should be able to put the ball in the basket plenty of times. A solid guard. Number 0. Gotta love the Gilbert Arenas on the back of the jersey there. So Agent 0, Zion Pullen over 14.5 points today against Colorado.
All right. So I like it. I don't know who that is. I'm just kidding. I like it. I went with Florida in this game here over Colorado. I think Florida finished the season very strong. I think they keep it going here. So I do like the Gators over the Buffaloes today. Another toss-up game, no doubt about it. Now, This one I thought was the real toss-up of the day. Texas A&M and Nebraska. Nebraska 1.5 point favorite. Total sits at 147.5. Papa, dude, if you thought the first two were tough, how about this one?
Well, actually, I like this one better than the other two.
Okay, all right.
I like Nebraska. I think they've had a great season. Obviously, they've had a great season. The thing I don't like about Nebraska is they don't play very well defensively, and that doesn't play well in this tournament. And I think A&M's more physical. I do like the over. Nebraska can put points on the board, and A&M can too at times. But I think A&M is going to try to slow it down. So I do like the over in this game. I'm going A&M plus 1.5 to beat Nebraska. I think Texas A&M beats them.
All right, you're going Texas A&M. Magic, what do you think? What do you got for us here?
Well, I don't feel any good about this pick anymore because Papa Dude listen, we both could technically cash on this, but Nebraska's going to have to do a lot of scoring because I'm going Texas A&M under 73.5 team total points. Wade Taylor that scored 30 points for them in both games in their tournament to qualify for here. The problem is the last time these two teams played, Texas A&M 48 points, weren't able to do much, and they've kind of struggled if Wade Taylor is shut down. So I'm hoping the Cornhuskers can husk Taylor up and slow this game. You talked about both teams slow this game down. I think Texas A&M is going to be a lot of trouble. So I'm going to go with team total under 73.5. But if you're picking A&M to win and you like the over, that doesn't bode well for my pick here.
Niner Faithful said somebody in the Racing Dudes Tournament Challenge picked Nebraska to win it all. That would be epic. I know who that was. And he's been on the show before. Maybe not this show, but he's been on the YouTube channel before. So I'll leave it a mystery. And if they keep winning, I will reveal. But if not, I will save him from the embarrassment. But we'll see. Let's just say the person who picked Nebraska to win it all, pretty good at shoeing horses, especially in that Oaklawn, Iowa circuit. So, yeah, I will go Nebraska in this game. I don't really have a strong feel one way or another. I'm not a huge A&M guy when it comes to the basketball. Well, when it comes to anything, they're pretty disappointing. Basketball, yeah, I mean, I watched them a lot. They're kind of Jekyll and Hyde a bit. You know, when they play well, they look not really good, but they don't do it very often. And I think if you get kind of that average Texas A&M team, I think Nebraska will beat them. So I think it's Nebraska team. They can score. They don't play much defense, like I said, and that's a problem. But I do think today they are going to beat A&M. So give me Nebraska minus 1.5. All right, let's go to the race of the day. We got to do it before this thing closes one day, Magic. We're going to go Santa Anita race number 7 today, a allowance race on the turf for Calbreds. By the way, before I kick it to you first, Magic, I want to say anybody that didn't get that reference that I just made, go to the YouTube channel after the show. Watch the video Magic Mike did. It's Magic and Somich talking about the problems at Santa Anita. But before you do that, let's get your pick in this race, Magic.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And it's a quick video, too. I think it was only about 5 minutes. It was from the tail end of the Magic Mike show. I thought we did a great job kind of encapsulating it. Mike did a great job explaining his thoughts on it. So you can check that out. But all right, here we go. It's hard for me because there's a horse in here, race 7, standing number 2, that they named after me. And I really want to pick him, but I just can't because I just like the 4 Moogie Sun a little bit better here. Juan Hernandez gets back in the saddle. He rode the horse 2 back, and he missed by a nose, winning at this exact level. The one thing I like out of that as well, he was 1.5 lengths clear of the next horse in that. So that tells me, even though he missed by a nose, they were the 2 best horses in that spot. With the 2 and the 10 both in here, I think that there's going to be a good amount of speed for him to chase. I think the 1 also goes, possibly the 9. So he's going to have pace to chase, but he should be able to climb into it. And so I'm going to go with the 4 Moogie Sun to try and get that win. He's been very close a lot at this level. So let's see if we can finally break through today with JJ back in the saddle.
All right, Moogie Sun, the 4 for Magic. Papa Dude, who you got?
Well, let's see. We all picked the same horse yesterday, right?
I think we did. Yeah,
we did. And that horse quit halfway through the race.
And the other Morse horse won. Yeah.
Oh,
horse.
Yeah. Was it Punchy Gal that won?
Yep.
Oh, God. Well, okay, so I'm not doing that today. I'm going to be different. I'm glad Magic picked the one he did. So, all right, it's between the 6 and the 10 for me. I'm looking at the 6. Don't think it's been as good a races as the 10. I think if the 10 can get the lead, he's going to keep it. He's 4-1. Give me Red Cross Knight, number 10, to win.
Okay, yeah, I went number 10, Red Cross Knight as well to win
no.
this one. I'm with you, and I think that's the key. Get the lead from this outside post. Last time out, it was the second start on the turf at this level, ran pretty well, and I just kind of think this horse will improve second time on the turf here. So I went with the 10, Red Cross Knight as well. The 6 is an interesting horse. Moving back to the turf, we haven't seen it a lot. We see a lot of synthetic and some dirt racing, including last time out. Second off the layoff, too, for that 6. So that makes sense as well. But, yeah, I took the 10. I thought the 3, Tom and Jazzy, that's another one. It's like, okay, this horse has that turf experience where a lot of these, it's like there's turf, there's dirt, there's synthetic. This one has been mostly on the turf, so we kind of know who he is at least, but he may just be not good enough. That's kind of the downside on him. That's why I couldn't play him to win, but I've got him underneath the 3, Tom and Jazzy. All right, let's get to the best bets today. I will go first, and I am going to go to the psychotic track that is Oaklawn. I'm going to go there because I've been having some luck lately there. As kind of when March rolled around, the racing got a little bit less crazy. I guess less crazy is what I should say than normal, even though we still get those $87 winners over your single who finished the second, like yesterday, missed the late pick 5 because of that. Anyway, I'm going to go Oaklawn Park Race 3, number 3, Adiva here in this spot, winning 2 races in a row for Daddy Ass and Son Ass, Keith Asmussen in the saddle for both of those races.
The Ass Boys.
The Ass Boys have teamed up here. Okay, so we won at the 12K maiden level. Then we won again at the 12K claiming level. Now we're at the 7-5 claiming level. So usually it'd be a little bit of a worry, but Daddy Ass owns this horse, and that kind of, to me, it's like, okay, we're going to get 3 wins, and if he gets claimed, that's great. We'll pocket that money and be happy because I claimed this horse for 12K. So I think they're not really worried about the claiming level. He's just putting this horse in where he can win. He's a very competitive guy, and I think he's just got this horse spotted well. So I think the number 3, Adiva for the Ass Boys, going to be tough. That's going to be my best bet of the day. All right, Magic, take it away.
Stevie Ass and the Ass Boys. All right, we're going to stay at Santa Anita, race 2, number 2, Prancing Through Paris. This is an N1X level, Calbred, 6 furlongs on the dirt. Nothing sexy about it. And if you look at the field, outside of the 2, there's really nothing sexy about these 3-year-old fillies. Like there are a lot of, claiming horses, a couple that are better if they're on turf. This horse gets in because even though she has 2 wins, both of them came on turf. And because Santa Anita's having enough problems, they said to even get 5 horses in this race, they don't count turf races against the allowances. That's how bad things are at Santa Anita. So we've got the 2 Prancing Through Paris with 2 wins on turf. There's also 2 efforts on dirt from her 3 starts that are good enough to win here. She was second in the stakes, going 6 furlongs, behind Crazy Hot, and then almost won, missed by a head at this exact level on January 1st. Again, another angle that I like. I'll go back to it here. She was 3+ lengths clear of 3rd place, which happens to be the 5 back on track who is in here. So it's not that I'm going to sit here and say Prancing Through Paris is a superstar in the making. This field sucks, and she should be able to beat them pretty good. So I'm going to go with the 2 Prancing Through Paris. If we can get any, I think we could get a good chance here at plus money as well. So she's 8-5 on the morning line. As long as there are no scratches, especially if the 3 doesn't scratch, I think she's going to be 6-5, 7-5 range. So give me the 2 Prancing Through Paris.
All right, Peter Urton trains, so we'll see what happens there. All right, Papa Dude, going to the ice for your best bet today, which was surprising, and no basketball, but explain why you
89 college basketball games, and he says, I'm going hockey. Okay.
No, I won 89. There was only 16. Well, here's the deal. It's a common fact. When it comes to the bracket, I choke. I just choke. It's okay. It's kind of like Purdue. It's in my head. Okay.
It's a great regular season. Great regular season, and then you choke.
I choke.
Yeah.
I am Purdue all the way. It's in my head. It's the bracket.
Right.
I lose all sense of reality. Every toss-up game, I miss it. And it pisses me off. Right. And So today I said, I'm not doing it. And to be honest, I didn't really like anything today.
I thought it was tough. Yeah.
Yeah. These first round games are tough because you got your really good teams that are like 25-point favorites, and you're afraid to bet against them. You say to yourself, that's too many points. And sure enough, if I would pick somebody, they would beat them by 40.
Right.
Like I'm looking at UConn today at 26 points over Stetson. That's a lot of points, but they ought to beat them by 26.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying is I choke on the bracket. Don't ever look at my bracket. It is totally ridiculous.
Well, first of all, you're tied for 10th at the moment. Like, it's not like you're doing awful in our bracket pool.
Okay, but that damn Kentucky game, they just pissed me off last night. That's what I'm talking about. I had them
That was funny.
overrated anyway. It was stupid. They're not that good. Although I'll tell you what, the way Oakland shot the ball last night, they would have beat a lot of teams.
Yeah.
How many threes did they make?
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Yeah, one guy made 10.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. So I'm going to go with the Stars at home, -1.5. And the reason I'm going with this, you're getting plus money. And I think I can't turn that down. They're very good at home. They're playing the Penguins. The Penguins aren't very good. They're overrated every night in hockey. Aaron, I've heard you say that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So when I saw that plus 125 today, goal and a half, I think they should win by 2 at least. I cashed on Dallas the other night. Shoot me down, Aaron. What is wrong with this pick?
Nothing. No, nothing. And to Tony's point, it's like, yeah, if you watch me, I'm not really the college basketball guy, so you probably shouldn't look at my bracket either. But hockey, I am the hockey guy, and I love it. I think it's really great. They should win. I've made a fortune the last month betting against the Penguins when they play a team that has a pulse, as I would say. Like, don't play San Jose to beat the Penguins. Don't play Detroit to beat the Penguins when they were on their slump.
Yeah.
Or in the slump. But, I played the Capitals at plus money to go in there and they beat them. And I'm not going to go through all of them. There's been a ton. I don't remember all of them. Yeah, the Penguins are not a very good team. They go on the road to take on a Dallas Stars team who's, they got a chance to win the cup. No question about it.
Mm-hmm. And
the thing I really like about it,
they're fighting for that division. So
and the Penguins, why I like the -1.5 is the Penguins, they don't score a ton of goals, and they're taking on a team today in Dallas where if Dallas comes out and they're on their game, Pittsburgh's going to have trouble generating offense. Well, if you hold a team to 1 or even 2 goals, you're probably going to cover that -1.5. So I like plus 150 and above for -1.5, but this might be an exception. I may add it to mine as well because I just think at plus 125, you're getting plus money on it. And for whatever reason, the books still value Pittsburgh at a decently high clip when they shouldn't. So I view Pittsburgh like I view, I don't like in Arizona, kind of. In Arizona, if they were going in there tonight, I don't know what the number would be, but it wouldn't be plus 125, I don't think. So anyway, I like it. Long story short.
Yeah. And who was it? Rob said you picked all 4 number 1 seeds.
Well, I picked 3 out of the 4. I did pick Creighton. I did the other 3 I were number 1.
Okay, I picked all 4 to whoever it was.
Well, I mean, you start going through and it's like, well, okay, UConn's really hard to pick against. I like North Carolina to win the whole thing, so I can't pick against them. Maybe I could have picked against Houston, and then I did pick against Purdue. So
yeah.
But
not me. Stupid.
2 of the 4, I was kind of like, well, I got to do it. And I really didn't want to pick against Houston because I'm kind of rooting for Houston to win it. And lastly, like I said, college basketball is not my strongest sport. So if you check back for the NHL playoffs, I might be able to give you a little bit better.
What's the name of what's that guy? I can't think of his name right now. Matt, whatever it is, the Purdue coach. What's his Painter?
Matt Painter. Yeah.
Just call me Matt Painter. Great regular season coach, can't do shit in a damn tournament.
Well, with North Carolina, it just felt like the path was too easy for him. I couldn't get there with an upset, and like I said, with UConn, I can't pick against them. So anyway,
I can't pick against Houston either. So
hey, the end of the day, we're through the first round of the first day, I should say, of this, and Neither one of us are doing bad at all. We're both tied for 10th. We went 11-5, and now
but
day two's
there's only 11 in the field.
No, that's not true. That is not true. So, we'll
Well,
see.
this
There's
is-
no
yeah.
reason to be down on it. We're both doing just
I know.
fine so far. So
My two biggest, I didn't use them as best bets, but yeah, I did. Drake was my best bet yesterday.
Drake, yeah.
Couldn't make a damn free throw. And then I really liked Nevada yesterday too. They had a big lead and faded it away.
Well, I can't believe Nevada lost. That was Nevada and Dayton were playing when I was super busy. And I was just looking at scores. I saw, well, geez, I picked Dayton. And I think, God, my God, Nevada's up like 17, 15 points. And the next thing I see, Dayton won. So I don't know what happened.
Rob, you're giving away my best bets here, Robbie boy.
Do you like that one?
I do. But I bet Western Kentucky. I can't stand to watch them.
That's the team that blew it all in the regular season for you. Yeah.
Once, yeah. And once you blow it on me once, you're done. So
that's Magic's thoughts on it as well. So all right.
You know what? One more thing.
Yeah.
When a team starts hitting those threes last night, like Oakland was doing against Kentucky, that kid was out of his mind.
Yep.
Okay. The three ball is the most important thing in basketball right now.
Yeah.
If you can sit out there and make 15 threes, you're hard to beat.
Yeah.
And well, once they get it going, it's tough to stop it. And Kentucky just couldn't stop them. But what was dumb is Kentucky wasn't as good as they've been in the past. And stupid me choked and went along with them. So.
Well, I picked McNeese. That was one of the worst picks I've ever made, so don't feel bad. I thought McNeese.
Yeah.
I thought McNeese would win, and they did not. And that was embarrassing how bad they were. So,
how do you guys feel about James Madison today?
I mean, I picked Wisconsin, but I don't know.
Well, that McNeese game scared me off with James Madison today.
It scared me from making them a best bet. That's for sure. Yeah. Or even betting them at all. Yeah. Same.
There you go.
All right, let's get to the best bets. There they go. Okay, I'm going to go Oakland Park Race 3, number 3, Adiva. Magic's going to go Santa Anita Race 2, number 2, prancing through Paris. Dallas, and Papa Dude's going to go Dallas Stars, minus a goal and a half tonight at plus 125. 1-2 for the week after that heartbreak of Drake. Down 160, just up 660 now for the year as we continue our slide. We got to get that back. Magic, do we know when we're going live tomorrow?
I was going to ask you if we were going to do that. I don't know the times. I can, if you vamp for like 10 seconds, I can tell you when we'll start.
We will be live tomorrow for the Louisiana Derby and the Jeff Ruby Stakes. I don't know.
We're going to break in with some basketball too, aren't we?
We could break in with some basketball throughout the breaks as well. Maybe the Essex would be involved in that, or the Hot Springs at Oakland. I'm not sure on the times there either. Have I vamped enough, Magic?
5 Central till about 7 Central is going to be my guess on that one.
Okay, 5 Central. So the Jeff Ruby probably goes off of what, about 5:20, I would guess.
It's tough because they posted Fairgrounds in Central and Turfway Park in Eastern. So I'm trying to, from the Magic Mike show, I can't do math in my head very quickly. So
5:25 will be the Central time going off of the Jeff Ruby, 5:25. And then Fairgrounds will go off at 5:42.
Do we want to cover the Bourbonette Oaks or do we not care about
No, I think we're going to come on about 5 o'clock Central time tomorrow.
I agree.
And cover
5 to 6 Central.
Yeah, and then we'll kind of play it by ear on the ending, but that could be about it. We'll cover the Fairgrounds Oaks, the Louisiana Derby, the Jeff Ruby Stakes, and I don't know what else we'll catch.
And the college basketball games if we need to kill time, but that should be
and
a
the
nice
college basketball
hour. I like that.
Actually, hey, Magic, let's go on at 4:50 because the Essex handicap is going to go off at 4:55, and that features Ain't Life Grand and First Mission. Ooh. So we're going to go on at 4:50 Central tomorrow, and then we'll go off the air just when kind of everything is settled, slowed, all that kind of stuff. Sound good?
I dig it.
We just had a Racing Dudes business meeting live on Dudes Who Bet Daily. All right, we're going to get off here now. How can we top that? All right, guys, we will get off here now. We'll be back here tomorrow for more Dudes Who Bet Daily, and we'll be back a live show starting at 4:50 Central Time, just in time to watch Ain't Life Grand in the Essex. All right, guys, thanks everybody for watching. Have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow.